Alright, welcome back to Do It Myself Garage. Haven't really got a lot done this weekend. Just putzing with a few little things on the car. I did get the oil pressure gauge fixed. So now I can either see it from inside the car or outside the car, depending on where I'm starting up. That's a mechanical gauge. One of the biggest things that I did this weekend is I finished that stupid cross member. I just want to say a warning to some of you. It was an aftermarket, but it had metric threads. I don't know why it had metric threads. I tried to use the nut that I thought would go on there, and I thought I bought one of those jam nuts. You know, basically it goes on, it kind of pinches at the top, and yeah, it wasn't working. And so then I checked the threads, and I'm like, wait now, this is a stupid M10 thread. So I had to go buy an M10 nut, got it on there. So I do have the cross member, is permanently attached. That whole thing is all set. I still have to tighten up the engine mounts now, but I have the tail end of the transmission is in place finally. So pretty happy with that. It ended up being a lot more work than what it should have been, but I got it fished in there and got it done. I'll take you to the other side here and show you what else I've been working on. I cut out the wiring for the hideaway headlights. These are just some relays that I use. So the main relay that I use coming in with power is this one here, this first one, and that's my main power coming in. And then the other ones is what I use to flip it. So I'm going to be going back and redoing my video. Not redoing my video, doing another video update. I'm trying to find a better place to mount these. Kind of show you here a little bit. I'm thinking there might be some room up in here. Not sure. My battery goes right here, but it doesn't, it doesn't sit all the way that direction. So I'm not sure yet. It's also the option of putting on the inside of the fender well over here. I wanted to try to make it a little less obvious. Before I had it mounted like right out here, right near the engine. And for a classic car that I'm trying to keep looking at least halfway original, it was a little on the gaudy side. So these big old relays hanging out there. So we'll see. I mean, I might mount it back here. Might not mount it back here on the firewall too. Kind of all depends on where all this stuff lies. So I'm going to hold off on wiring that in for right now. I started playing around with uncoiling my line for my fuel line, but then I kind of realized that I don't know exactly where I want the line to come out. The other thing I was working on down in here is I did get the ground strap, and she's gonna be there's not much extra wire there at all. I might have to get a new ground strap, but I do have it attached. There's a lot of little stuff to do yet, and nothing's just plug and play, because there's been modifications that I made. There's been modifications in the past. I still don't have the power steering things hooked up. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at for this week. Definitely didn't get work done on the car that I'd like to get done. Obviously, family and personal life comes first. But I'm getting there. Weather was still kind of cold this weekend. It's snowing out again here in Minnesota. So I'll keep plugging along. I've got to hook up the shifting linkage and the speedometer cable, all that stuff. That's all under the car. That's all pretty easy stuff to do. No reason to drag you along under there to film it. When I kind of get the fender well in here and start hooking up this wiring and stuff, definitely bring you along for that. I know a lot of people are interested in how to run headlights with relays, especially if you run higher current drain. You don't want to run that through the stock light switch. You want to use a relay, which is what I've done. Anyway, sorry for such a short video this week. I appreciate everybody following along. Like, subscribe. Check out some of my older videos maybe. on the hideaway headlights if you have those. You know, the engine, the transmission, all the stuff that I took apart that's going back in now. There's videos on pretty much all of that somewhere on the channel if you search for it. Probably going to work on it a little bit more tonight, but I want to at least get a video out so you guys know that it didn't fall off the face of the earth. Still plugging along. This is how projects go, but you got to get out here on a regular basis. Even if you're doing little stuff, get out here and get something done, because if you don't, next thing you know, it's 7-8 years and the car's not running. So get out on a regular basis. If nothing else, make a list of the things that you want to work on. Maybe you need to order parts, things like that. Anyhow, thanks again. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next video, everybody. Bye.